We've just set up and left Linea. We're finally heading for Ceuta, which is on the northern coast of Africa. Today, touch wood, there's actually meant to be some good wind in, so hopefully we get some proper sailing in. And the weather is so good, it's like 20 degrees outside, and the sea is really good. So there's meant to be 15 knots gusting up to 20. But guess how much there actually is? Absolutely nada. There's nothing. It's dead again. This is really annoying me now, because today was meant to be the day we get some proper sailing in. Now, my thoughts are there is some clouds coming up on that side, and I'm hoping they bring a little bit of wind, otherwise there's absolutely nothing. I take back what I said, the wind's finally picked up, and we've got the sails out, baby, look at that. That is awesome.
You hear the streets are crying, ocean turns into fight. Take it to the streets, hit, control of the wind. Take it to the streets.
Landed in Ceuta, which means we're now technically in Africa. The marina is actually pretty decent. There's literally a cinema right there, and they're playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I want to go watch it. And there's a fort that's just over there with some awesome clear blue water, so I want to go check that out. After we made some lunch where I was in charge of the peppers and my dad made some sandwiches, we went on a hike on this nearby hill. Just as we left, the harbour is just over here, and we've walked down this way to head towards the mountain just over this ridge here. And I've come across this beach where there's actually a bunch of people who are doing a beach cleanup, because recently there was a huge storm over in Gibraltar and loads of plastic washed up all around here, and it was absolutely horrible. And these guys have got together, and their name is Ceuta Sin Plastico. They're an organisation that does a lot of beach cleaning, a lot of ocean plastic removal stuff, and I think it's really cool. So I've just had a chat with the guy, and he's super awesome, and we're gonna kind of do some filming and talk to these guys. Please head over to their Instagram page. I'll leave their details in the description. There's some really amazing guys doing some amazing work, so please go and support them. There's a lot of dogs here, oh my god. We brought the whole bloody farm up. God, look at all the dogs. Oh my god, they're jumping around like crazy. Oh my god, what have we done? So I just found this awesome reservoir, but it's blocked off and there's no way of getting in. So what we did is we just sat down, had some lunch, and thought of a very clever and very sneaky way of getting inside. I mean, we just came through. It wasn't that difficult, but yeah, look how cool this is. I mean, in my defense, I don't know Spanish, so I can't read the signs. Exploring this reservoir was really cool, and there was no one else there, until we realised why that was the case. I keep seeing these, and I'm wondering what it is. La Legion. But you know what that means, right? La Legion. That's the Spanish Armed Forces. Yeah, so we got the hell out of there as soon as possible, and then we decided to go back to the boat, but we discovered something that was even weirder. If you listen really carefully, I can hear like a live band in the distance. I hear some drums. I've got absolutely no idea what that was about. I'll try and do some research and find out for you, but in the meantime we're dying to have some churros, so now we're on a mission to find the best churro place in town. I've ended up in Coleos Cafe. Apparently it's the best churros in town. Let's find out.
I'll put a bit of sugar on top of these over here.
Go for it. I'm not gonna lie, these 10 out of 10. So the city centre is just over there. The Tower of Hercules is just, sorry, the Pillars of Hercules are just there. And just across the road, if you look really carefully, you can see. What's that? What's that over there? It's my house, baby. And after a long day of hiking, eating and messing around with Hercules, it was time for a well-deserved rest. Sadly, it was time for my dad to make his way back home to the UK. As always, thank you so much for coming and helping me out. It was really nice spending time with you. And I'll see you again next time. And just like that, I was back on my own again. And whilst the weather was nice and the sea was pretty flat, I decided to get the dinghy out and go on a solo adventure. I feel something that's quite sweet and simple, but something quite spicy as well. So I'm going to make a chickpea curry with some green peppers and some like rice with some other spices and stuff going in there. So right now I've just got like 3-ish onions on the stove and just cook those until they're nice and brown. Meanwhile, I just chopped up some green peppers, 1 whole bulb of garlic and about 3 or 4 chilies. Onions are nice and brown, now it's time to add the spices. So we're going to come in with some salt, black pepper, some chili powder, a little bit of garam masala, just a tiny bit of this is really strong. Just have a little bit, curry powder, chilies and garlic, a little bit of turmeric, just a tiny bit, tiny bit. That'll do. Together. That smells so damn good. Oh my goodness. Tin of tomatoes. Now these should be chopped tomatoes. The ones in this tin aren't, because this is all I've got. So what I'm also going to do is just kind of sit here for a minute and just mash up these tomatoes a bit so they cook and incorporate a bit easier. So just Put a lid on that so the tomatoes can cook, and whilst the tomatoes are cooking, I'm going to make a start on the rice. So starting off with the same formula again, just some a couple of onions in there, with some oil, and we'll fry those up until they're nice and golden brown. So the onions are almost done, and the curry base is pretty much done. So now what I'm going to do is throw in your chickpeas and the green peppers as well, and let them cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now that's on a medium-low heat, so just let those chickpeas and the peppers cook, and then the onions are done. So what we're going to get is cumin seeds. Then we're going to add in a pinch of cloves. Just cook those spices for a quick second. Now I'm just throwing in the rice. Just want to mix the rice and all that flavour. Also throwing in a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper as well. Okay, mix that all in. Then you want to add in your water. Right, so the water's in, just put it up to a high heat, bring it to a boil, and then lower it down for about 10 minutes. Then let it sit for like another 5 minutes, let it steam, and that should be done. Meanwhile, that should be done in about 5-10 minutes. That should be done, and everything's all good. Rice is done, and so is the curry, and that is awesome. Make sure to come back next time, where I go on my first single-handed passage in a while, and I make landfall in the amazing North African country of Morocco.